I probably came in
through the main right there? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So, good morning. It's day 6.
7.
Dang, day 7. And we have like maybe, 6 miles till breakfast. There's a lake or something like that. So it was super warm last night, and then it got really cold in the morning. So I'm talking kind of soft because everybody's asleep in the campers. But we had a really super fun day, as you noticed from the video. So today we have a choice of going like 12 or 20, or maybe someplace in between. We're just gonna kind of see how it is. So that's about it for this morning. It's a nice, cool, crisp morning. We should bust out a few miles before breakfast. Yeah. Back for an update from last night. Just thought of something. We were I think we just, anyway, we were in camp. Yeah, I think we had just finished dinner or something like that. And we heard this just crash. It was like the slow crash, then boom. And I'm thinking, wow, somebody's canopy on one of their RVs like busted or something. And we're like, no, man, that was a tree.
The tree just fell.
Yeah, the tree. It was green, and how tall? It
was really
like 100 feet. It had to be
typical tree. And then
it was your typical tree.
people who like walked back further, because of course you gathered all the people around.
Yeah.
And they're saying that it cracked high up.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like
a root
the
thing.
Roots couldn't hold anymore. It was, yeah. But one of the guys was saying that he had been hearing cracking for like 30 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, it was cracking. I thought he said like all day or something. You could hear it crackling. And they're like, gosh, that's kind of weird. And nobody was hurt.
It was just barely in somebody's like RV site.
Yeah, so it was.
And like wait for the screams afterwards.
Yeah, we were waiting for like, okay, wait for it. No screams. That's good or really bad, kind of, you know. And so we did decide to walk over, and yeah, and kind of hung out for a couple minutes with people, and that was it. But it was weird, man. I've had a tree fall like on an out and back hike. There was a tree across the trail, a big one that wasn't there before. That was freaky, but this was by far the kind of the scariest tree fall I've ever come across.
Yeah, and then we had to go to bed around all the trees.
Yeah, then we had to go to bed, and we're looking at all the trees around us and everything.
Which one?
So, yeah, I don't know if the camp, you know, it was interesting having so many people in the same campus. It was really quiet, actually.
Oh, yeah.
It was good at 8:30, 9 o'clock. Everybody just stopped doing everything. I didn't even hear.
Talked out.
Yeah, they were talked out. That's right. I didn't even hear anybody get up at night. I got up once. Oh, you didn't? Oh, I was sleeping good then because I didn't even hear you get up. That's great. So anyway, it was an extra little eventful thing there with the tree fall. Good night's sleep. All right, so we just arrived back on the main trail. So we're gonna head to Willamette Pass, which is the ski place that we could see. And basically we're gonna traverse the entire ski place to get up to the lakes that are just behind it. And that's our plan, to have some breakfast there. So this particular trail where we're at, because we're by Shelter Cove, you can see they have some Nordic ski you can do, and you know that when you have an official trail, you see the blue arrows. We'll see those around. Kind of help people out if they want to go on an established track. That's pretty cool. We see those when we're at lower elevations next to people and stuff. We got a trail split here.
I can't see where they must loop around.
Maybe that's just so you can see out on over the lake.
They probably both lead back.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. That must be an epic view spot up there of the lake. Yeah. All right, so we're coming up to the highway right now. Got a super cool weather station. We'll check that out when the sun's looking from the other side. So we got to get over there. There's a blaze. Where is that blaze? It's like right. Oh, whatever. It's over there. Oh, that's right. Gotta check the weather station. No.
Or we could go when there's no cars coming.
Oh, no cars coming. Here we go. All right, let's go. No cars there. No cars there. Yeah, that was pretty good. Man, pretty boring video. No danger. There's the blaze. Oh, no mountain biking. Oh, and we also have, it's like they have a bunch of gravel winter stuff. Ooh, check it out. That's pretty serious. Got a whole setup right there. All right, on with the trail. Is it Rosary Lakes? Like the Rosary?
Rosary, yeah.
Yeah, a ton of mosquitoes right here. So this is the first one. There's a few of these. And one of these will probably stop for some breakfast. Really pretty though. Man, the mosquitoes are starting to swarm me right now. Gotta get moving. Ooh, beautiful. All right, well, we're starting our breakfast. Gabriel's just heating up a little water for some coffee over there. And so our food situation is very different, especially for me. So breakfast, I basically had a Builder's bar, which is pretty typical, but then I have oatmeal. And I don't have oatmeal, so I'm gonna have one of these bars right here. It's this no bake bar. They have like 26 grams of sugar in them, which is insane. But they got some other good stuff. So I'm gonna have that. And then for lunch, instead of tuna, they had pink salmon, which I heard is better, so I'm stoked about that. And then I have some leftover roasted nuts. So that's kind of my lunch, and there may be like a bar, so maybe I'll add the bar. And then for this hiking, we got some peanuts right here, which will be really tasty. That'll be good. And for dinner, then I got some mashed potatoes here, just a few of them. And then what's not here, you don't show here, is I have some scrambled eggs. And then I'll probably have leftover bar or something like that along with those. So it's very eclectic. It'll vary differently from day to day, but it's not the classic. So we'll see how that turns out, and I'm sure it'll actually give me enough strength because there's plenty of fat in that stuff, sugar and protein as well. So very interesting. So we were at the second Rosary Lake, which is really pretty. Got a nice peak right here, so it's probably nice and deep on that other side. I haven't seen any fish jump, but I suspect there's fish in here. It's really clear. With my glasses, I can see pretty deep into the water. So we think we're gonna push for 18-mile day, get to Charlton Lake, but we'll see how it goes though.
20-mile day there.
Oh, 20 miles. See, I was already trying to feel better. So we'll see. Feeling pretty good right now. We're wearing DEET pretty much for the first time, both of us. Somebody left a little bottle with a little bit of left, a 30% DEET, little spray bottle. So I put some on just before we ate. So we just sit down on the log and a little bit on the back of my hands. And I didn't put very much on. And the mosquitoes were like, they were gone. they were gone. So Gabrielle decided to put some on her legs and the back of her hands. So we'll see how long that lasts. Hopefully we can buy some more at Elk Lake when we get there in a few days. Because the picot and stuff is just not, it does nothing. It's more of just makes me feel good about putting stuff on my skin. That's kind of weird. So last look at the lake. Woo. Very nice. So out in the distance is Thielson. I don't know if you can see a little bit of snow. It's super sharp. There's a tree. Anyways, you'll see it if you see it. but that's where it is, and that's a butt kicking long way away. All right, D is working great.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the Peak of Willamette Peak that we hiked around, because that's Liddell Lake, and you can see the 3 lakes below us, the three lakes that we just walked by. Now we're back up on a ridge, ready to see some more. We can't see Thielsen right here. Might be behind a tree or something. All right. Navigator Gabrielle is checking it out, seeing what's happening. Got a report for us?
4.8 miles
What?
to the lake.
Is that our lunch?
Yeah. And then 1.5 miles to the shelter thing.
Oh, that'd be cool. We can check that out.
Yeah, we can spot it.
All right, yeah. There's a shelter near this peak, but somebody said they couldn't find it, but it's a little bit off the trail. So, I mean, not a lot, it's just, it may be blocked by some trees, so we're gonna try and find it. All right, so we see, yeah, we're gonna walk, we see the shelter. So we're gonna
really get close to it trail-wise. We'll have to walk across.
We can do that. It's pretty sparse. Woo! Got windows, got some solar. So I wonder if they have batteries somewhere. I was told there was a chimney. Well, places to split wood. Oh, they got all this stuff to split wood.
We got some frying pans.
Check it out, some pots, wood, got a stove here. Got a second story, a little loft maybe, I don't know, you got above, so you're above ground here. So the varmints don't eat your, toes and stuff at night.
Okay,
You could even, cool, you could even like sleep on that.
What's today's date?
Look at, they got propane, they got some hiker stuff there. Hand sanitizer. Wow. Band-aids. You got a little table here. Oh, and here's the stairs to get to upstairs. I won't go up there, but that's pretty cool. Wanted links information. Wolverine information. They have Wolverines around here. This cabin is maintained by volunteers. Please respect the many hours they put in so that you may enjoy it by following their simple guidelines. Chop all wood outside to reduce dust and stuff like that. They definitely have some kind of a power thing right here. Solar power, operating solar lights. Lights? Well, there's some wires. Oh yeah, there's a couple of lights right above us right here. That's cool, yeah. Like you said, there's a frying pan, fire extinguisher.
Some pots.
That's so cool. That's neat that stuff like this is here.
Yeah.
It'll be fun. I'll have to come back when it's, below freezing. Sounds great. Not really. That's time for a little break. And super beautiful, huh? Oh, and there's more. The little birds, the bees, flies, whatever they are. So we made it to Bobby Lake.
Bobby Lake.
Bobby Lake. And man, that water is crystal clear. And there are some mosquitoes, but there's some wind. So I think we're gonna be, okay, I'm pretty sure we're gonna go in. I'm going in. That's really pretty. It's a nice big campsite here too.
It looks like there's one over there too.
Wow. I'd be surprised. So, we made it as to Bobby Lake. It's lunchtime. The navigator says we hiked something like 12 miles so far today. So for lunch we're having deluxe roasted mixed nuts, not just regular, deluxe. In addition, wild, skinless, and boneless salmon. And it's in water. Huh. That is a happy looking, whatever fish that is right there. Yeah. Oh, 15 grams of protein. Only 70 calories though, kind of low on the calories. I really feel like I want to eat some fat. I don't know, maybe I'll get some peanuts later. There'll be fat in the nuts though too. Tasty, tasty lunch. So a little more on the fish here. We've been doing some more research here. It does say wild caught. All right, and let's see. It says something about, the company says Alaska Seafood. So okay. So it's not, they just didn't farm it in the Columbia River. So we're thinking, and there's some other things, sustainable.
But yet.
Wait, don't get there yet. Certified sustainable seafood. That makes me feel good. It makes me feel good inside. And then there's a bunch of other things here, like, I don't know. What's that? Wild caught. Okay, that's great. But the weird one we can't figure out though, it says packed in Thailand. Alaska is the company. We don't know where they actually were wild and caught, but
wild Alaskan pink salmon somehow packed in Thailand.
Somehow packed. Yours says wild Alaska salmon.
Wild Alaskan pink.
Oh, right there below it, wild Alaska pink salmon. Okay, so they catch them in Alaska, put them on an airplane to Thailand, pack them, and send them back to the U.S. I don't know. Pretty tricky business, whatever it is. I wonder what the life path of this salmon, what death and life path of the salmon was. Interesting. Something to think about while we're looking at this beautiful scene here. So the interesting food analysis continues here. Looking at the deluxe roasted nuts right here. It's each serving size is like a quarter of a cup. It's probably about what I'm going to eat here, and you get only 5 grams of protein, which is not super great. But I got about 15 grams of fat, which is great. Interestingly, even more satisfying is the protein 5 grams here. Don't forget that. I also have the famous Butterfinger candy bar, and if you look, oh, it's kind of soft. Feel it. I got 250 calories there, and check it out, 5 grams of protein. There's as much protein in a Butterfinger as there is in a bunch of nuts. That is food science at its best.
And Butterfingers don't really melt either.
I hope not, because
it's just the chocolate on the outside.
And something in the inside. Yeah.
I'm gonna add cheese to this one.
Ooh, cheese.
Oh, culinary. Got cheese, corn nuts, and salmon.
Nice. The corn nuts added the crunch.
They do, because I'm a texture person.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Just between you and me, not Gabrielle. There's no way she's gonna eat all that cheese and live safely, as well as all those tortillas. So I'm hoping I'm gonna scam some of those. Check.
No.
Over and out. Over and out. All right. So it looks like we got about I think 7 or 7.5. Gabrielle said till we get to the lake that we're headed for. Well, great lunch. We actually put our feet in the water, which was really nice. Kind of cooled them down a little bit. Washed off our legs from all the dirt. Then we put DEET right back on. So, and we only have maybe 2 more applications of DEET left, and then it's just mosquito hell on our legs. So hopefully we'll be in good area then. So we feel really good. Lunch real good. I hope you enjoyed, and I did too, reading about all the interesting stuff in the food we just ate. I assure you there's more to come on that. So, all right, on for our 4.4 miles. All right. Well, I figure we better report in here. We hiked a few miles, and we got a few miles to go, and we are getting our butts kicked. There are a few bugs. Thankfully not that many. There's a breeze every once in a while, but it is really hot. And when you're in the sun, like boom, just like that, you can feel it right away. So, and there's even patches of snow on the ground. I mean, it's just like wild, true nature. So we're gonna make it, but this is probably the hardest it's been so far in terms of a dry trail. So, coming up to a sign up here. All right, I'll check back later. Well, we're having to walk around or through a little bit of snow now. We're about probably over 6,000 feet right now. We're getting close to, I think, the highest that we're gonna be, maybe until we head up to Elk Lake in a few days. So, not 100% sure on that, but I don't know if you can see, but there's some snow there. I'm getting just the last bit of it. So it's this weird, super warm, summer's here, but big snowfall here. So, and we're like right in the middle of it. The artistic portion of the show. One, two, three, four. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Woo! Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah! What? Mosquitoes breed in stagnant water. Yo. Impressive.
My gosh.
Impressive.
My legs are so tired going down that.
Chief Navigator Gabrielle reported that we have 1.5 miles to go, which means this will be the longest part of the entire day. Good news is there's a breeze. We just went through a couple like vicious swarms of mosquitoes. I literally could see it in the distance out of the corner of my eye. This thing was going like straight for me and bam, hit me on the cheek and proceeded to like drill into me. Unbelievable. I could see this thing. You think about it, has to fly, then it has to like somehow flip, turn its legs and just like go for a landing on my face in hopes that I'm not going to realize that somebody's boring into the side of my head. Futile. Well, we arrived. How was that 18 miles?
No.
How many? 20 miles, and we got here about 4:30. I have no idea how many hours we've been hiking, but for us, we killed it. And our body feels the effects of that at this particular time. So we hurt pretty bad, but nothing is like injured hurt, just super tired. So here's where we're at. Not bad, huh? There's camping spots all over this lake. It's probably a pretty popular spot. So we got the spot with the big point, but I suspect other hikers will come in later tonight, but there are spots before us, so they might not get here. You can hear people. There's Gabrielle. So we got a nice little spot. We can just go right out walking the water right there. There are quite a few mosquitoes, but we're at a good spot. We're at the point, so the wind will blow here just from about any direction. So our plan is to quickly set up, jump in the water, jump back in the tent and chill out because it's nice. It's so nice and early. So great day. There was some good hiking with no mosquitoes today too. That was not significant. So it was actually a pretty good day of hiking all in all. compared to what it could have been in the reports that we've heard. Ready to go in the water, G?
If I can get up.
Okay, here, try to see. Let's get out. Let's see if we can. We'll document your pain and suffering that you're gonna endure here.
That's just fun.
Hey, here we go. 1, 2. Oh, that hurt. Oh, let's get close to that face there. That hurt. That. Ow.
I can't stand up.
Let's get a posture shot. There we go. Nice posture. Perfect. Good job.
Oh, they got to see my disgusting hair yesterday.
Oh, we're on, by the way.
Oh,
There you go. Hey, T. So we're setting up our little dinner thing here. This is Canary right here.
Hello.
From Nova Scotia.
Yes.
Awesome. All the way. She did not walk here, but you know.
I did.
Yes, I did. But we just noticed in this campfire, check out the hunkin' hole right there. Nobody volunteered to stick their hand down there. Don't know why.
Volunteer you.
I don't want to do it. So, and there's Canary's tent. She's got a sweet. That's the duplex, right? Your tent's the duplex?
Or is it the
duplex.
Yeah.
XL or?
No, that's the regular one.
Yeah, because it's got 2 poles. Mine's like it's a single pole, so it looks really weird, but it's really, I love it. It's crazy tall, and it is tall. People say, so yeah, it is tall. All right, so this is the end of day 7, right?
Yes, day 7.
Yeah, day 7. So we're gonna talk kind of slow, not too long, hopefully, because we're really tired today. So we got some highs and some lows, some challenges. I'll just start by saying I'm concerned because I got some wipes, and because I'm out of my other ones, and they say not for personal use. I don't know what's in them. It's not bleach, so I'm gonna have to try them though, and we'll see what happens. So I have other things I could do, like a bidet and things like that. I have, but I really, the other problem is the mosquitoes are ravenous in the trees, which is where you go. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure how to deal with that. We've been really fortunate with being at like pit toilets and stuff.
And I'm like, can I hold it
I know.
until Saturday
Yeah.
evening?
So personally, I'm a little uptight about it. In fact, I'm talking, so maybe I should do it like that. So yeah, so that's I'm a little uptight about that actually. Yeah, I'm a little bit behind on the videos, making the videos. It's weird, I get stressed on that on a trip. But if I get too behind, then it gets more complicated to do it right because there's so many pictures and stuff. So I might do one of those before I go to bed, sign everything. So G, what was like the really cool stuff for you? And just tell us about your day.
Because we stopped at a lake for lunch, which is beautiful, Bobby Lake, and then this lake.
Yeah.
Charlton or Charlatan? It's probably Charlton.
Yeah, I think not Charlatan.
Charlatan.
It's like a guy who rips off gals or something.
Both the lakes have been super pretty and like crystal clear, and
Yeah.
we're able to like kind of rinse off at both of them.
Yeah, that's right, both
I
of them.
didn't do any like swimming just because, especially, but it would have been nice to do it here, but by the time
Yeah.
I just get chilled because I'm all sweaty and gross.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. And it was colder here than it was at the other one. So.
Yeah, it was chilly, but it was not. You didn't go like, you didn't catch your breath when you went
Yes.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was nice.
And then, what was that? Oh, the DEET was really nice until it wasn't.
Until it wasn't. Yeah. My DEET lasted the whole.
You sprayed yours 3 times. Well, that's why.
I did, and if I don't like smush my hand across my leg if I feel something, I made sure it was a bug, and then I lightly kind of got rid of it because it's like if I rub my hand on it, it does something. It's like they know. I don't know what it is, man.
Yes.
It's like don't pay attention.
So for a lot of the day, it was fine. And then
Yeah.
closer to the end, I could feel pricks in my skin.
Yeah.
And I think it's because when you're walking, they don't really do a whole lot on like the front end of it. The back of my legs are just like all red blotches.
Yeah, we'll get a good picture of that. It's quite extraordinary.
Yeah, so we'll see how all of that goes. But
And
yeah, I'm just exhausted. It's like 20 miles. And
Yeah, it was full 20 miles in the heat.
Yeah.
We went up like 1,500 feet after Bobby Lake or something like that. Or was that before Bobby Lake? No, it was after Bobby Lake too, right?
I think it was like 1,200, but it was like heat of the day, and some of like the exposure parts. You're just like.
Yeah. Now, how much did we climb up to get to Bobby Lake though? Because we
went down. We went up and then we went down to Bobby Lake, and then we went back up and then down to this lake.
Oh. So that first uphill. That was what we're talking about. That's the big one. No, we had two big uphills.
That was for breakfast.
Yeah.
And those were like the Rosary lakes.
Yeah. So we had to go up to get to those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a big climb too.
That wasn't too bad because it was a cool morning, and we crushed the miles.
We did. We did really good.
We did really well with the miles before lunch.
Yeah.
Pretty much, and then after that,
it got hot.
Yeah. But yeah, my feet are really sore.
Yeah, that's something we got to figure out how to. We need to master hiking in hot weather. If we ever want to do the PCT and make it through the desert section, we gotta figure out how to crush the heat. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is yet. Well, it wouldn't be quite so bad, but we have the mosquitoes too. So you have stuff on your head which keeps you hotter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and there won't be mosquitoes in the desert.
It gets more complicated to drink water because I got to put up my net. And then I've got my trekking poles in my hand and I have my water.
Yeah.
But I used my trekking poles a lot today.
Yeah, you did. So you got more steps, which should bring us to.
So I have less steps.
Oh, that's right, because you get ripped off. Supposedly.
I do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah, I believe it.
Well, let me put it this way. This is our highest mileage day.
Yeah.
But yet, I have gotten 8,000 more steps on a different day.
That is weird. Okay, so tell us, what are your stats now?
I'm at 31,000.
31. Well, I got 42,000 steps. That puts us killer. What's your calorie count?
41.
I got 4,615. So that's one of the highest calorie counts I've ever had.
Yeah.
Man, no matter, might not feel right. Yes. Oh, and our elevation is on my watch. Well, is just about 5,355. Is that pretty close? What do you have, G?
We're at 6,000.
Are you kidding me? That is way off, man. I need a new watch. Yeah. It is. So we're at 6,000. That makes a little more sense because I thought we were hiking up into the 600. That's where the snow was and stuff. Yeah. So, anyways, let's see. What were the? Yeah, I think you hit the highs and lows for both of us. Oh, we got to spend more time with Canary.
Yeah.
She showed up.
She's in camp with us.
Yeah, she's in camp, and
I think we might end up basically being with her till Elk Lake, I think.
Yeah, we might. What's really interesting? She sleeps in, and then hikes later through much more of the heat of the day, and just as we're ready to get dinner, she shows up. Whereas we like the early morning cool, trying to get up as quick as we can, and then get to camp and then just chill.
She might be, I think she said something when she got here about potentially waking up a little bit earlier tomorrow.
Yeah, we say that, but it was it was hard for me this morning. It was cold this morning.
Yeah, well, because I think there's a more exposed section tomorrow. But it's gonna be pretty flat tomorrow, which should be nice.
Yeah, how many miles do you think we're going tomorrow?
I
forgot.
I haven't looked at a location, but there's so many lakes around.
We can camp whenever we feel like it.
I'm thinking anywhere from 16 to 18 miles or something.
Okay. Yeah. Well, what we're trying to do is to have 10 to get into Elk Lake.
We have 27, I think, to get into Elk Lake.
Okay. So if we do 17 tomorrow, that's still a lot of miles.
Yeah, that's a lot of miles.
But whoops, I got my thumb there. Yeah.
But they should be relatively easier miles.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you're watching the video and you see these little things flying around in front of Gabrielle, those are the mosquitoes between our tents. Yeah.
Yeah, I had the most come into my tent tonight. Usually I only get one. I think I had 6 or something. And I had a killing spree in my tent.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Oh, and then I did have one on my leg earlier inside the tent that I smacked and then got blood splatter on the side of my tent.
That's great, man. Anyway, yeah, we had great gear talks, things to change, things to improve, things not to bring. Yeah, this is a super good day.
Yeah, always learning.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful day, lake day. It was a big lake day. Maybe that's what this is, a lake day.
I'm sure, well, tomorrow's gonna be a lake day for sure.
Yeah, these are.
But there might be a
They're
lot
not
of
as big.
mosquitoes tomorrow.
Yeah, so it was a big hike, big lakes, big mosquitoes, big fun. All right, we will see you guys tomorrow for day 8. Good night.